Remember that the greatest healing of restlessness takes place when we attune our lives to God. The highest commandments given to man are to love God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and with all your strength. And secondly, to love your neighbor as yourself. If you follow these, everything will come in its own way and in the right way. It is not enough just to be a strict moralist. Stones and goats do not break moral laws. Still, they do not know God. But when you love God deeply enough, even if you are the greatest of sinners, you will be transformed and redeemed. The great Saint Mirabai said, "To find the Divine One, the only indispensable is love." That truth touched me deeply. All the prophets observed these two foremost commandments. Loving God with all your heart means to love Him with the same intensity you feel for the person dearest to you, the love of a mother for her child, or of a lover for the beloved. Give that kind of unconditional love to God. Loving God with all your soul means you can truly love Him when, through deep meditation, you know yourself as a soul, a child of God made in His image. Loving God with all your mind means that when you are praying, your whole attention is on Him, undistracted by restless thoughts. In meditation, think only of God. Do not let the mind wander to everything else. That is why yoga is important. It enables you to concentrate. When, by yoga, you withdraw the restless life force from the senses and interiorize your consciousness in the thought of God, then you are loving Him with all your strength, your whole being concentrated in Him. Live like a god, and you will attract godly friends. Lastly, learn to love your neighbor as yourself. Remember, you are here on earth in this lifetime for just a little while. You have come here before in numerous incarnations, interacting with many different souls. Who are your real relatives? To the wise man, everyone is his relative. Everyone is his neighbor. Of course, the wise man discriminates, knowing that though the sun shines equally on the diamond and the charcoal, it is the diamond that beautifully reflects the sunlight. One should seek and associate with the highest, diamond-like mentalities. Take time to find true friends. Good souls attract good souls. Live like gods, and you will attract godly friends. Live like animals on the sensual plane, and you will attract animalistic companions. Do not mix closely with those who lower your ideals and create materialistic nervousness in you. But at the same time, do not exclude anyone from your love. In addition, be not only a giver of love, but also a peacemaker, so that wherever you go, you bring harmony, calmness, and upliftment. No one wants to be around a skunk. Everyone avoids it. The nervous man, restless, irritable, emotional, similarly repulses others. We do not want to be human skunks. We want to be like the rose, which even when crushed, releases its sweet fragrance. Be a human rose, spreading the essence of peace wherever you go. Kriya Yoga gives the true experience of religion. Your life will reflect spiritual consciousness if you meditate. Since the publication of my autobiography of a yogi, everyone is asking about Kriya Yoga. That is my purpose. I did not come to give theological abstractions, but a technique whereby sincere seekers can truly know God, not merely talk about Him. I want you to develop on this path of self-realization and draw others to this highway of Kriya Yoga. The practice of Kriya gives the true experience of religion, which cannot be gained by just discussing God. Jesus said, "Why call ye me Lord, Lord, and do not the things which I say?" When, by Kriya Yoga, I open my spiritual eye, the whole world drops away from my consciousness, and God is with me. And why not? I am His child. Saint Ignatius said, "God seeks willing hearts that He may give His bounties to them." That is most beautiful, and that is what I believe. God seeks willing hearts for the bestowal of His gifts. He is willing to give us everything, but we are not willing to make the effort to be receptive. He looks into our hearts, and if they are filled with other desires, He does not come. But when you can truthfully say, "Lord, there is nothing in my heart but Thee," He will come. For a while, He will play hide and seek with you. But if you persist, you will begin to see wonderful things happening, mysteriously, clearly coming from God. In time, you will receive His response in the form of direct answers to your prayers, or in visions of the saints. Then at last, He will come openly. You will be able to talk to Him. You will be able to commune with Him. Nervousness will never touch you again once you are anchored in the realization of God's presence. Each morning, as the glad sun steals into my room, and by a soft touch of His rays gently wakes me, I rub my sleep-filled eyes, look up at the sky bathed in radiance, and say, "O God of light, let Thy fingers of illumination play over every key of my life, that all the notes may unite in one song of harmony and love. Let no inimical note disturb this concord. Let no discordant measure mar the musical composition that I write with my life." My prayers to God are not for temporal things, but for those that abide. Fame, which vanishes like a dewdrop in the sun, or wealth, which passes like a breath of wind, hold no interest for me. I want a life that is humbly serviceful, an abundance that is more than material riches. What could be more desirable than to live a full, harmonious life that is all-reaching and all-giving? Disharmony is misery and death. Harmony is the joy of life.